Hi again, and welcome to Get Off My Lawn, the show that talks about life, the universe, and whatever the hell else I want to talk about. Today we're talking about American values, American voting, and American Idol. Let's face it, the American voting system is seriously effed up. I think most of us can agree on this fact. A stunning number of people still believe the 2020 election was stolen, even though there's absolutely no evidence of this whatsoever. They believe that thousands of illegal aliens voted. They believe that Italian satellites hacked our voting machines. Apparently, they replaced votes for the former guy with a delicious recipe for veal puttanesca or something like that. Our arcane system of electing a president has resulted in a minority of Americans voting in two presidents who did not win the popular vote. Republican states are bending over backwards to deny more and more people, usually minorities, of the right to vote. And to top all this off, less than half of our voting age population bothers to vote at all. Now, here's an interesting fact. In 2012, more people voted for the winner of American Idol than voted for President of the United States. Now, this begs the question, which is, what is American Idol doing right that the American government is doing wrong? I think the answer is that we as a nation have just become a big, really bad reality show. We had a really bad reality show TV president. And why? Well, apparently a lot of people like reality shows. I say we need to change the whole system of voting. It's obvious. We need to change the way we select candidates for president and turn electoral politics into a giant reality show contest. Now, start with the primaries. We have a set number of people to start with, say 16. Now, both parties do this. And then we have 16 debates. But the debates are not moderated by network news people. Instead, we have judges, different judges for each debate. For the first debate, we could have the judges from The Voice, or Master Chef Jr., or America's Got Talent, etc. Now, at the end of each debate, the judges eliminate one candidate. Oh, and the audience, they can yell and scream all they want. Now, when you narrow it down to the top 10 candidates, this is when you, the American public, takes over. During the debates, and for 1 hour following it, you get to vote for the candidate of your choice. The one with the fewest votes is out. Now, the voting rules are simple. You can vote by text, phone call, or online. You can vote 10 times on any of these devices. Note, message and data rates may apply. Finally, we get down to just two candidates for the general election. Now, they are free to travel all around the country. They can give all the speeches they want, but they will have to go through at least 4 more debates. And here's where it gets interesting. They're not just debates. Now, depending upon the judges, the candidates will have to compete in various competitions. When the America's Got Talent judges are moderating, each candidate will have to do some kind of an act. Magic, ventriloquism, hip-hop dancing, or even a dog act. When the Master Chef judges are moderating, they will all have to make an interesting dish using shrimp. Now, they may have to design a line of clothing, flip a house, bake a perfect souffle. You get the idea. Now, the candidate who wins these challenges gets an advantage for that debate. Stuff like, the winner gets an air horn that he or she can blow whenever the other candidate is speaking. When we finally get to Election Day, all the networks agree to show a wrap-up clip show of all the debates. The winners, the losers, the fallen soufflés, everything. Now, the last time we voted, and when everybody finally finished voting, it took almost a month just to count the votes. And we know what the former guy was doing during that period. But in this new system, you can vote by phone, text, online, regular mail, or you can actually go to a voting booth. Now, this time, you only get 20 votes, but you can only vote 10 times on any given device. except the voting booth. You can cast all 20 votes there if you want to. Now, I realize at this point you think I'm joking, and I am. But am I? Think about it. It's supposed to be one person, one vote. But is one person, 20 votes really any different? Okay, you say it's too complicated. What if people don't use all 20 votes? What if they don't know how to text? What if they can't get online? Well, too bad. That's what makes the game interesting. And is this any more difficult than having people stand in line for hours on election day in poor districts with a few voting machines, many of which don't work, only to find out that they've been thrown off the voting rolls because their name was similar to someone else who had committed a felony years ago and wasn't allowed to vote? But, you say, how do we know people didn't cheat? Maybe they voted more than 20 times. Well, our technology seems to be fully capable of handling that situation. A while back, a few years ago, I texted a donation to a hurricane relief fund during a telethon that all the networks were running. I tried to do it again, and I got a text back immediately saying that I had donated the limit. So that's it. My humble proposal. I think it would bring a lot more people out to vote, and it would be a lot more fun. Tell me, honestly, wouldn't you pay money to see Ted Cruz bake a savory cheese souffle? Well, that's it for this episode. Be sure to comment, click, subscribe, tag, poke, prod, punch, shove, tickle, or whatever the hell else you're supposed to do with these things. And be sure to check out my 3 favorite websites: Serendipity, Seeking Intelligent Life on Earth, a fool's errand if there ever was one, and Voicescape's Audio Theater, the place to go for the best in audio comedy and drama. I should know. I'm in it. And a half-hour radio show. The cult classic from the 90s is back. Well, that's it for this episode. See you next time. Now get off my lawn.